shot now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Broken tackle, and he will be marked down right there.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Where is he? Mike 5-4. Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11. To kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him. Make the hot. Make the hot.
Cousins now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. Whoa!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He can't hang.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike. Focus. Ain't no such thing as a look. These two. Hatchet. 77.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 29, Cousins, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Quentin Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Second and
10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A toss to Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run the counter with Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 41 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
13. Eagles nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 29, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Dancing away at the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26. Easy.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Quentin Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tighten down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, Geis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair. Often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide. Hey, Delta. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, take it.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Jared Cook, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right. He's done right here.
To throw, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got room. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Redskins.
Behind. 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
White 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll hand it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to run now. And down inside. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check! Black 30! Check! 53's Mike! Easy. Black 30!
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins going to bring up the Redskins 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They can't hang with us. No. Off. Two. Mike 5-4. Let's make can't.
On 2nd down and 4. Cousins. And complete. Right side to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jared Cook. 57 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mike's 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Now Cousins going to bring the Redskins up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Cousins
now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. First. Watch the slant.
Cousins to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Mike 80. Gives it 50. Check Mike 50. Come on, boy.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Left side here to Sanders. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cousins going to bring up the Redskins 1st and 10 at their own 18. A give. This is Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Emmanuel Sanders, 78 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Who's 30? 56, right there, 56. 8. Let's go. Take 2 of them.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Cousins going to bring the Redskins up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins from the gun on third. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Black 30. Mike 50, Mike 50. Keep these two. I got one. Back. Why they back?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Black 5. Hey, eat. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 50. Here we go.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Cousins here to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Redskins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike's by four. Mike's by four. Watch the run, watch the run.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That! Black 80! Fix the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
No spacing. Let's go. Black is third.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Give me something.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Middle.
Fix the mic. Here we go.
Black is third.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Redskins, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around.